CROSSWATCHERS. Welcome, welcome, welcome back to my channel. For the ones that are new, welcome to welcome to Pisces Dimension. Like, share, and subscribe so all your friends can find out what is good. Pisces, you have the Emperor, and he's talking about respect, leadership, stability, structure, rules, and power, authority, father figure, protection, control, discipline, focus, and practicality. Am I doing the read or the periquitos are doing the read? The number 4 is standing for organizational skills, reliability, and the ability to work hard, Pisces. The moon was in the back of the card, and the page of cups was in the front of the deck. So, Pisces, it's like you are gonna be, I'm not saying you're not respected, I'm not saying you are not recognized in the work field or whatever you do, Pisces, but you are. And not only that, you're gonna be it's like a season of being laser focused, Pisces, and whatever the case may be. If you're laser focused in your finances, if you're laser focused in your professional sector, it doesn't have to be work. It could be, okay, I want to upgrade my skills, so maybe I need to take a courses for this so I can get certification for that. Things of that nature, Pisces. And don't you think that you need to quit your 9 to 5 or whatever shift that you work for you to go and take these courses so you can acquire these certifications. You can do it online too. So if you are looking into that, keep that in mind, okay? Because online is much, much easier. I don't know in what part of the world you're watching me, but in New England, you know it's getting cold. So I'm just wanted to for you to um, acknowledge that you have that choice, Pisces. Okay, um, it's a sense of pride, but it's not in the bad one. You know, you're proud of yourself because there is people, um, letting you know, Pisces, you more than a team player. You are a leader, Pisces. And this is for the week of November 17th until November 23rd, 2025. How you all doing? I hope everybody is doing well. I hope everybody had a nice week, have an awesome day, awesome brand new week. Pisces, 2025 is almost over. 2025 just went like that, didn't it? But I hope this year brought you good things. I hope this year was better than last year, if you had a bad year last year, Pisces. And not every problem or situation gets solved fast or easy, Pisces. So don't get discouraged. I just felt like I needed to say that, okay? When my kids are impatient, when any of my 6 kids are impatient in any shape or form, I tell them, well, when I found out I was pregnant for you, I wanted to hold you in my arms already, but I had to wait for 40 weeks. For some of them, it was more than 40 weeks. Oh my Lord. Pisces, if you are a Piscean that you have conceived children, you already know. We want to have that baby already in 25 weeks. Not when he gets in the 30s, you know. Mm. And that baby gets stuck in the rib cage. Oh, but we love them. That's why we have them, right? Let's see. Dos, cuatro. One more for Pisces. One more for Pisces. For the week of November 17th to November 23rd, 2025. Pisces! Pisces! I have your cards. The first one is the Five of Pentacles. After that, you have the Judgment card. Then you have the Knight of Wands. After that, you have the Temperance. Then you have the Five of Cups. And last but not least, the Eight of Pentacles. What is this telling me, Pisces? So, Pisces, there is a period of isolation that you had, that you implement in yourself, okay? That is gonna be over, okay? And something is coming up. You're being patient about it, Pisces. Pisces, it's this card in particular, okay? It's not a bad card. It's more like you were so comfortable in that isolation. And believe me, Pisces, I get you, because I'm a Pisces as well. I'm a water sign. I'm a Pisces sun, Scorpio moon and rising. So all water, my loves, emotions and fears. I could keep going, Pisces, but it's like you got so comfortable in that isolation, Pisces. It's like you've been in an isolated island in the middle of the ocean, and nobody's bothering you. You have all your food supplies and every natural resources that you need, and whatever the case may be, you fine. But it's time to get out. It's time to get out of there, Pisces. If you didn't have work, you're gonna get back to work. This could be also you going back to school. I'm sorry, Pisces. Also, I want to let you know, start wearing your masks, because I know it's not COVID, but it's something airborne around. And I'm telling you, because I take good care of myself, Pisces, and I'm sneezing. And my son's grandmother, she was having the allergies really bad, and she came to pick up my dog for the weekend. And my adult son was there, so he came upstairs and he said hi, and he picked up a few things and left. And after that, I've been sneezing, Pisces, here and there. So I'm just letting you know, take care of yourself, okay? Put a mask on when you leave. Anyways, Pisces, so out of that comfort zone, out of the routine that you've been having for quite a while. I'm not saying years, I'm not saying, the whole year. It could have been a few months that you were in total isolation, enjoying yourself. Isolation is not only a comfort zone, but is definitely one of our favorites, Pisces, because nobody bother us. Obviously, we don't bother nobody, at least on purpose. If you can't stand us and every time you see us, you're like, "Ugh, Pisces. Ugh." That's not our fault, right? That's your personal problem. But yeah, Pisces. Oh my goodness. Vacation is over, Pisces. um, okay. When I say vacation is over, then this card comes. It's like, you know, back to the mainland from the island in the middle of the ocean, that you were not bothered, that you were just happy. You're like, fuck, man. But it's okay, Pisces are immutable. They adapt to anything, anything, any situation, any weather. Pisces, don't say no to me. These rivers and streams that they get frozen in the wintertime, what does the fish do? It adapts. Even freezes with the water. And then when everything thaws, the fish goes normally like nothing happened, Pisces. That's the transition right now, Pisces. But you happy at the end of the day. Wishes coming true about this period ending. I'm not saying you were uncomfortable in isolation. You knew sooner or later this was going to happen. So, you're like, okay, it's happening now. You know what I mean? Pisces, you've been thinking about it. Should I do this? Should I not do this? And then you decided that you were going to do it, right? Maybe it has to do with some shape or form of charity, Pisces. Or you are connected in any shape or form of human services, okay? Community services. Pisces, you might not see what's coming, Pisces. You might think, oh, it's just a job. Oh, it's just this. Or it's just that. No, Pisces. Some shape or form of financial stability is coming, and it's coming to stay. Okay? You have manifested it, Pisces. Okay? And you were very patient, and at the same time, it was like, I might not do it, I'll just stay in my island, just unbothered, but at the end of the day, you were like, okay, all right, that's fine, enough of the island. Let's get back to the city, to my muscle car. Woo, Pisces. Let's see what the Archangel Oracle cards have to tell you for the week of, I was going to say January, for the week of November 17 to November 23rd, 2025. Thanksgiving is next week. Thanksgiving is next week, Pisces. I'm telling you, time is flying. Are they okay? I gave them, I changed their food and water yesterday, so I don't know why they are so chatty. They They might not talk like parrots, but they do. If you train them. So far, I heard them chirping like the guinea pig. That was funny. So the one that was blind, he passed away. There was one female that passed away, and after she passed away, he passed away the next day. You know, and it was heartbreaking because, you know, he was the one that will go on you, and you know, he won't fly, but he was blind. But I miss him, you know. The other guinea pig passed away, so we got a new one. Yeah, we got a hamster. And the dog that's at grandma's house. A dog that goes to grandma's house. One more card. One more card for Pisces for the week of November 17th to November 23rd, 2025. 7:19 already. I gotta hurry. I gotta be at City Hall at 9 a.m. And all this doesn't get ready so fast. I like the last two, especially the last one, because the last one, it came out on the tarot deck. Hi Pisces, let me see if this is ready, because I got cotton mouth. So I packed my smoothie and I freeze them like that, so I don't have to make them every time I want some. Because also the fruits can get can spoil. And the one of the worst things is for you to want your smoothie and the fruits are not good anymore. So I put it in a bowl of hot water. I put the hot water in 2 minutes in the microwave. And leave the little cup inside the bowl. Something putting pressure on it so it doesn't float. So it can melt. And Pisces, within 15 minutes, that's already good to go. Good to go! Pisces. And I gotta rush because I gotta take a shower. The Home Day Weekly, I can do it later on when I get back. Besides, every time I'm doing both readings, one after the other, for some reason, the weekly doesn't really upload well. So I'm using my regular phone. The other one, I don't have the charger. Thank you, Pisces, for your patience and your cooperation. Snapchat can wait, because we got a chop Pisces. Pisces, the first one is clear audience with Archangel Zachiel. And your message goes, notice the loving guidance you hear inside your mind or from other people, Pisces. You saw me shuffling very, very well, and you probably said, Nelly is shuffling more than usual. This card is been coming out every week ever since I came back to doing tarot. Okay? So, once again, I'm going to read it to you. Notice the loving guidance you hear inside your mind or from other people. Pisces. And we did an exercise, and I think that exercise got cut off because I went over there trying to show you where is my quiet place here, and unfortunately there is the Wi-Fi doesn't really get there that good, so it got cut off. And then when I'm trying to tell you something about something else, it looked like all of a sudden I went from showing you my quiet place to a creep mode. But notice the loving guidance you hear inside your mind. Inside your mind. Sometimes the answers for our questions, we have them within. Know thyself, Pisces. Now, let's do a few seconds exercise so you can understand what I'm talking about with this. So I say, I love you. You can hear it loud coming out of my mouth. But say I love you without moving your lips, without using your vocals. What spoke in your mind? That's what we're talking about, Pisces. Sometimes all we need is a quiet place and just to shut your mind off. Any thoughts, any worries, anything, Pisces. And for a half an hour, you'll hear the answer. Sometimes it takes for you to take a walk and just looking at the sky. Okay? And in the clouds, they'll make shapes or even words. I kid you not. Okay? One time I'm looking at the sky and I'm like, I know you're watching me. I know you are. And I kid you not, in clouds, I saw nice. It just nice, and then it disappeared. And I'm like, I kid you not. We are such magical creatures, Pisces. Divine magical creatures. Created as spit image of God. Talking about aliens come to this part of the universe to die so they can reincarnate in human form. Can you believe that? That's crazy, Nelly. Nelly is losing some marbles. Back to here. No, you know what to do with Archangel Uriel. And your message goes, trust your inner knowledge. I kid you not. Do they feel lonely? Guys, what's going on? What's going on? And you get jealous because I'm talking to the birds? Do you hear the guinea pig chirping? He gets so jealous. You know what to do with Archangel Uriel. And the message goes, trust your inner knowledge and act upon it without delay. What we were talking about. Card number 1 with card number 2 is just marrying each other, Pisces. There is something inside you, Pisces, that it needs your prompt attention. It needs you to acknowledge that you have it there. That spirit guide that is just giving you hints. Is just speaking loud, but you're not listening, Pisces. Then you have clear your space with Archangel Hophiel. And the message goes, get rid of clutter, clear the energy around you, and use Feng Shui. Guess what? I found out what Feng Shui it's about. Feng Shui has to do with cleanliness. It doesn't have to be spotless. It doesn't have to be, it has to do with the habit. Okay, basically, don't go to sleep with mess in your house. Make sure before you go to bed, there is no mess, there is no trash. I mean, sometimes kids, you know, when we have kids, it's hard because they take snacks and unless you move the bed or you go under the bed, then you see the wrappers, you know. But it has to do with that, Pisces. Um, everything, everything has energy, Pisces. And when I tell you everything has energy, energy from the factory that packed the food to the delivery guy to the person that put it in the aisle on the aisle shelf at the store until you grab it, Pisces. I kid you not, Pisces. That's why you have to be careful when you go to a thrift store to buy things. And Pisces, I'm a junkie. Well, I was a junkie for antiques. Most of my most of the antiques that I had, my kids, you know, broke it growing up. And I got discouraged because I spent money, you know, on my stuff. But I still have, you know, a few things that survived. And you have to cleanse them when you get them from a thrift store, when you get them from an auction, when you get things like that, you have to clear them. You could it's different ways to clean things. You know what I mean? Like there is ways to cleanse mirrors and seal them for good so no entities come out of there to your house, Pisces. Can you believe that? Even you have to do that. Let's get back to here. Outdoors with Archangel Hophiel. And your message goes, go outside, get some fresh air, and connect with nature to relieve stress and gain new creative ideas. Some of you might live somewhere that is getting cold now. And if it's not windy, if it's sunny, take a walk, Pisces. You know, go outside, get some fresh air, get some vitamin D on your skin. You know what I mean? Then you have creative writing with Archangel Gabriel. And your message goes, take time to write down your thoughts in a journal or pen an article or book, Pisces. As Pisceans, we have a lot of things to talk about if you want to get us there. About experiences, human experiences, other dimensions experience, Pisces, spiritual experiences. I mean, you name it. Piscean is the most spiritual, the most intuitive, the most of everything from other signs, because we are the last sign of the zodiac. So because of that, we have all traits of the other 11 zodiacs. signs. And that get mistaken for multiple personalities or bipolar, no Pisces. If you didn't know, now you know. Okay, so um, Pisces definitely, even if it was a dream, sometimes we have crazy dreams and we're like, what the fuck was that? You can write them and turn it into a movie. I kid you not, Pisces. Then you have overcoming difficulties with Archangel Jeremiah. And your message goes, the worst is now behind you. And you are surmounting any previous challenges. So Pisces, there were some difficulties. It could have been financially, it could have been in communication with other people, Pisces. Pisces, I see like it could be a group of mean girls, mean people that they just love to pick on Pisces because they think Pisces is weak. Pisces is doesn't mean anything to them. You don't need to mean anything to people for you not to carry greatness. Most of the time when we get bullied, when there is mean boys and mean girls at work or in the neighborhood or whatever the case may be, Pisces, it's because they see the greatness greater than theirs. And I'm not meaning to say, oh, you better than people. No, nobody's better than anybody. You better than the last version of yourself, Pisces. I hope so. I hope the moves that you make are forward and not backward, Pisces. But usually when people are hostile, is they see the greatness in you and they want to dim your light in some shape or form, Pisces. Then you have patience with Archangel Hophiel. And your message goes, your dreams are blooming more rapidly than you realize. Still, they need nurturing and patience, Pisces. So trust the process. Things are getting better. I'm not saying that you were in the gutter, in rock bottom. I'm not trying to say any of that, Pisces. But things are getting better. Things are upgrading. Things are blooming. But you still have to nurture them and have patience, Pisces. Okay, my loves. This is all, folks. Thank you so much for stopping by. God bless you. Have an awesome, awesome, awesome day. Have an awesome, awesome, awesome week, Pisces. I love this read, and whoever resonates with it and you needed to hear these words today or whenever you hear them, Pisces, everything is gonna be okay. If there is a chance that you are getting discouraged, don't. Okay, Rome wasn't built overnight. Okay, my loves, I love you so much. Thank you for coming. I hope you have a blessed week. See you next time. Bye.